Dear Impactors, welcome to this presentation on the last advancements of MultiDub since the beginning of the acceleration period in Impact. This presentation will first introduce the different things that we have implemented since January, also for example the new brand image of MultiDub, some of the new things that the user can find there, and after that we will just see how the different FiWare generic enablers have been deployed also here. So first, as you can remember, MultiDub is a Shazam-alike application in which the user just has to tap once MultiDub button, and then after recording some seconds it will properly identify the movie and also the exact time position in the timeline in order to start playing the alternative audio dubbing for the user. So now we will just show a demo for you to see how it works in a pre-release version. Remember that the release will take place at the beginning of April. And today for our demo we have here Lincoln Lawyer featuring Matthew McConaughey. Okay, so let's just play the play button here. Okay, let's just increase the volume.
I can't thank you enough for being here. Sincerely,
Launch.
it's good to know that you're going to be there.
MultiDub. Okay, so we have here the possibility to enter with different options, but now we will enter as a guest. Here we see the main button. Now we are going to play with it.
I'll see you at home.
Right. Good for pickups. What's the file say about the girlfriend?
Regina Campo, known as Reggie, 26 years old, part-time actress, part-time office temp,
and hoping to retire after pursuing my client.
Did you know?
So I reduce the volume here. We can see that the movie was properly identified here in the left screen. And what we're going to do now is to select any of the options here. For example, it was here in English. Now let's select Spanish, for example. Can you hear it? The timing here and the timing here are the same, and here there is no sound. Okay, so we are not cheating. We can even select other language like English.
Happen to score us a copy of the discovery
and it's totally synchronized here. Okay, we can even check other information on the movie. Like here, you can even see information on the actor, specific bio, how many nominations here, etc. Okay, so now it is time to stop and then come back to the main interface and see how MultiDub works, profiting from FiWare. Okay, in order to do it properly, what we're going to do is just to see first the architecture and remember the different generic enablers that we proposed some months ago. Okay, so first we are going to use Keyrok. Okay, Keyrok is here. Keyrok for authentication, and also we are using Orion Context Broker for in-app analytics. But in this case, Orion is used because we have decided to replace Cosmos, you can see it here, by complex event processing, because we think that in our case it is much better, at least in the short term, to have some tool that can help us track abnormal situations. Imagine that a user is tapping this button several times and that the server doesn't respond, so there might be some issue with the server. This way we can have some kind of interface that can inform us and then react accordingly, rebooting the server or whatever. Okay, so Cosmos is now out. We are also implementing, as I say, complex event processing. And today we will also talk about fee content audio mining and our decision regarding revenue settlement and sharing. Okay, so in order to see how this was implemented and to clearly show that it has been implemented correctly, what we are going to do is to open the terminal screen, okay? And the terminal screen is, let me check, it is here, okay? So one screen, Kirok is launching here in this virtual machine in Azure, Ubuntu Kirok, and Orion is here in this CentOS machine in this place, okay? So let us start by showing how Kirok is implemented. But since it takes place during the authentication phase, we just need to leave and open MultiDub again, okay? So we have several options, but this time we are going to open it with MultiDub, not as a guest. And this way we are asked about typing an email and password. So here in the screen, in the terminal, what we're going to do basically is to do this operation tail -f log keystone .log, which will show how Kirok is reacting with the different commands that are sent from the client to the server. So let's do some. Here we have an email, the possibility to introduce an email. Let's do, for example, whatever, I don't know, something that can be totally random, and let's try. So it says that the credentials were not valid, and here we have the response from Kirok server saying that the authorization failed. But there is a user, a fake user, which has my name, and now what we are going to do is to type here the password, okay, which is this one, fake. So what I'm going to do now is basically to tap this button, and of course it entered. So Kirok actually accepted entering here, and well, here we are, okay? So the thing is, now it is possible to have several to control this type of authentication steps, but also we have to give the user the opportunity to create new users. And that is what we have done here also in this new option on the right, which says new account, okay? So what we can do basically is to say let's type 1/2, and here let's put fake 2, for example, okay? So we just tap. Well, it is actually asking for a mail, so let's just do it properly. For example, gmail.com, okay? And then we just try to do this. You see, that account was created, it was already introduced into Kirok. We still need to work on this. And now we come here to the login. I can just do this 1/2 at let me see where's the so let me see where is the okay, gmail.com, and then we just take here the password, and voila, here we are with a new account created. Anyway, we still need to do two more things here. First, we want to include a secure socket layer, because naturally now we are sending passwords without any kind of encryption. That's totally unsecure. And second, we have to create a typical forgotten password interface, so that in case that the user has any problem, then we should have it ready for him or for her to recover the lost password, or at least to change it, okay? So now we are inside. We now move from Kirok towards Orion, okay? Orion will be the broker used in order to capture interactions of the user with the MultiDub interface. So, as I say, we are using the combination of Orion with CEP in order to have a very powerful abnormal situations tracking. Okay. What I'm going to do now is to show some of the specifications that we have already thought about this, and then we have 4 up to now. For example, we have one which takes place when the user receives the movie, saying that there was a successful match. Well, I'm talking about this here. There is another one here. Well, sorry, this first one corresponds to the moment in which the user just taps the button for the first time. Okay, this is sent to Orion. The second one takes place when there's a successful match, like the one we previously saw in Lincoln Lawyer, and here we have the same one in which there was a failure. Okay, and this one takes place when the user just taps the cancel button while synchronization. So these 4 can be used in order to track some specific interactions of the user with the interface. Just imagine that there is a repetitive set of interactions by tapping the button once and again. Naturally, it means that there is something bad with the server. So we are working on this. We are also extending this specification, and actually we have here many more different options, like for example when the user registers, or even when the stream finishes. We will have something really cool by the end of the acceleration program, and we will show it to all of you. So now let's just try these 4. Let's go again to the terminal. And what we're going to do is just to go to the directory of Context Broker and do a tail operation to see how Orion Context Broker is performing. So the first entry in the specification is the one we're going to see now here. If I tap button, we see that there is something here. Okay. So guys, forgive me because the screen of iPhone just disappeared, and it is necessary here. So what we're going to do is basically now to see how Orion responds to the 4 entries of the specification we have already implemented. Okay, so let's just play the movie and then tap MultiDub button to see how Orion reacts to this. Okay.
Nice. Camera, so he waited until he came out.
She gets beaten?
That is such bullshit.
Just keep telling me your story.
Okay. I got there early and waited until he came out.
Did you see what he was driving?
A blue Mustang.
So we can see here in the interface how Orion has reacted to 2 different operations. First, the operation of tapping the button. It has different, you see, matching quality and matching film fail. It failed here. Okay, so let's put an example. We can also do the other 2, but I think this is redundant in this video. Okay, then all these entries, all this information that is gathered by Orion thanks to the client will be submitted to CEP. Okay, then CEP will actually process it. Here, set of Cosmos, I repeat, it is complex event processing. Then we will implement an interface that will allow us to react accordingly. Okay, it will be also done in the same service that we already have, that they are also implementing the general functionality of MultiDub. And here on the here below we have feed content audio mining. In this regard, we would like to ask you for some help, because we have contacted Joachim Kuller from Frankfurt Institute, and actually since January, after coming back from Impact, well, this guy is the head of department net media, and well, from the Fraunhofer Institute. Okay, so the thing is that since then we started contacting, and we are talking about the 26th of January, and now we are the 16th. Yesterday actually we contacted him, but they are always excusing. So if it is possible, could you please help us in this regard, because it is not easy. We want to use audio mining. It can be a very cool feature to include subtitles here. We can do it in ourselves, no problem, but I think this can help us a lot. We also have the commitment to use it for FiWare during the Impact program. Okay, so finally we are talking about revenue settlement and share. Our decision is to study how to implement it. At first, during the next months, our strategy is to create a user base, and this one will be probably very useful when we introduce the subscription plans. Okay, that will probably take place by the end of the third semester of 2016. Okay, so this is all by now. I'm looking forward to meeting all of you tomorrow. Our developers are working very hard to have everything ready for our release the beginning of April. And well, thank you very much. Just to finish this video, I will show you the list of movies, how they appear here, because this is so cool, so amazing. We can see here, for example, the available audio dubbings for each particular entry here. And guys, hope to see you again very soon. I would like to wish all the Impact Open Call 3 members a lot of luck, and well, see you tomorrow. Goodbye.